Satisfactory is a game about solving problems, most of which are self-inflicted. It's also a litmus test for neurodiversity, because look, we all got jobs and lives, but the factory must grow. And right now, the job is to automate the second part of the Project Assembly Elite 4. The space elevator demands 1,000 biomechanical sculptors for Project Assembly. And this is exactly a self-inflicted problem because, up until this point, I took the easy way out. Jamming components in the storage containers worked, for a while. And now the game is punishing me for my late game laziness and demanding I scale the F-up. Finding out I need to automate 1,000 of these bad boys when a prior unit was still hand-fed was like getting to the end of the impossible quiz and realizing you needed all your skips.
What does that mean?
Like an anime fan on episode 1 of One Piece, we need to lock in. To get this done, we are returning to the late game base I built in the Dune Desert. Here I start manning up and working to automate the supercomputers needed for 2 of the 4 Project Assembly Elite 4. I also sort of start fresh, automating assembly director systems. Something I should have been doing right off the bat. All this to beat a game that I've been playing since launch, and for a YouTube video that will most likely not even hit those Let's Game It Out numbers, those big boy YouTube numbers. So if you are watching, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe. Like, smash that like button. Smash it like it's 2013 and you're watching your favorite Minecraft YouTuber before they get outed as a weirdo. But without further ado, let's get into it. 1,000 biomechanical sculptors. It's going to be the make it or break it of this project. So let's see what breaks first. My patience or my frame rate. The main goal of this build is twofold. Finally get assembly director systems automated, and to get enough supercomputers for both the assembly director systems and eventually the AI expansion servers. That should be enough supercomputers to run a decent sized server farm at the height of the crypto craze, at least right before Folding IGL's dropped line goes up. But to get assembly director systems, we need to go back to the past. Starting from the automated wiring, to the adaptive control units, most components are ready to go. Some need a bit of a boost and a couple need a completely fresh start. As for those supercomputers, I'm going to be working with the OC supercomputer alternative recipe, which brings me back to my good old friend, the radio control unit. Somewhere along the lines, I had numbers for all of this, but whatever notes I did take needs more complex deciphering than the Zodiac letters, so let's just skip to the math and get into the building. As I said, I got this new base way out in the Dune Desert. Because overbuilding is the name of the game, I got effectively 5 train stations. And because I consider Satisfactory a cozy game, it is fitting that one station is called Animal Crossing, another Stardew Valley, and a third Terraria. All games that are super chill. But Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing got a lot more in common with Satisfactory than most will like to admit. Because while those games start off chill and have the capacity to remain chill, many of us take it to the extreme. 27 wiki tabs, exploiting the game's resources, min-maxing outputs and inputs, optimal stock investment strategies, villager trafficking on the Discord dark web, utilizing Juminos for automation, because at the end of the day, you either die the humble farmer or live long enough to see yourself become Joja Mart. Anyways, what are we doing again? Alright, adaptive control units. Alright, let's call these things ACUs for now. Some of the stuff is already ready to go, others I gotta start from scratch. So let's start with the computer chips, because I can scale those up for all the other components I'm gonna need. We're scaling up circuit boards as if we're playing Crysis on ultra high settings. Starting out, I build myself the great wall of conveyor lag to pull resources from far back out in the map. Silicon circuit boards are so good, they're basically broken, so using some blueprints I get those working pretty quickly. Some are going to the assembler for the ACUs, and others are needed for computers which are going to be used for, well, ACUs. Now, when it comes to nice looking belt work, I am no ImKibits. That man's an artist when it comes to conveyor belts. For me, I can keep them sorta neat, and not clipping, and on the grid, so good enough. We're weaving these things up and down, over and under the factory like we're stitching up an MMA fighter after your most normal Baki fight. Next on the list is the automated wiring. At one point I had this automated in my old base, but it looked so jank that I had to tear it down. Now we're building an automated wiring factory right from the get-go. Nothing fancy here, just using the alloy recipes for ingots, jamming all the items and the 2 main components needed, then toss them all onto the great wall of dead frames and dusty graphics cards. 10 automated wiring per minute for the 2 ACUs, 3 out of 4 components done. And lastly is the heavy modular frames, which once again I am ready to go with those guys. Just set up another drone to deliver them from the Supercube. The Supercube at 17 frames per second. Alright, those should be moving, but hang on a second. Something's not right here. Did fused frames production stop again? Okay, great, I'm not seeing enough aluminum casings anymore. So you know what that means. That's right, it's another edition of Find the Fuck Up. This time it's aluminum casings, because it's always something to do with aluminum. My two main aluminum factories are Shrek Swamp and the Red Forest. So now it's just a matter of seeing what's bottlenecking production. Is it A, the coal, B, the bauxite, or C, the water? If you answered C, then congratulations, you're just as confused as I am. Since I am god-awful at the fluid dynamics of this game, I decided to create some unholy abomination in some sad attempt to balance out the water a bit more. A device that has only been forged in the fires of the Dark Mechanicum. I guess I got it working, and the word guess is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. The thing is, it's been such a while since I've recorded this, I literally have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. For all I know, it's gonna be back to broken next time I log in. But with that fixed, hopefully, it's time to look into the other aspect of this build, the supercomputers. I'm automating supercomputers both for assembly systems and others for ChatGPT's all-consuming server farms. After all, the tech bros lost their money in NFTs before going all in on generative AI. The OC supercomputer is the way this thing is going to get done, which means more radio control units and more cooling systems. So I set up the manufacturers and assemblers, and because this is peak content, I decided to record this all during the night, making it so much easier for all my viewers to watch. No one needs me to go through all the radio control systems again. I just rip all the needed components from other factories around my low-res, low-frame rate world. In some cases, I expand rubber production to meet the ever-growing needs of the ever-growing factory. I still got lots of crystal oscillators left, so those are ready to go. And here's everything arriving off the trains right now. You know you're playing on a high-end computer when the components are moving backwards. And with that, these manufacturers are eating up these components like they're a titan that just broke through Wall Maria. For the cooling systems, I pull water from a small pond and nitrogen gas from way back in the Dune Mountains, have it crisscross with other production systems, and then get this pumped into some blenders and we are ready to go. I once again apologize for the night footage. I must have been going through my emo phase when recording all this. At this point here, most of this stuff is jammed into assemblers. Adaptive control units and those supercomputers are getting married off and starting new lives as assembly director systems. And you cannot spell assembly without ask, because this build was fun and all that extra work needed to do this was a pain in the keister. And now the grand finale. To get those biomechanical sculptors, we need to combine those with Fixit's trigons and some water. In my last video, we got that all set up with some converters. So now we have all that iron ore transitioning like as if they're a young woman playing Fallout New Vegas for the first time, and asking some pretty hard questions about their gender identity. With a bit of belt ballet, we bring everything together into this blender and get our first biomechanical sculptor. And with that, we are finally done. All I need to do now is find a contrived way to get this back to the space elevator. So my convoluted solution to all that is to put these on a train up the Shrek Swamp, toss them into a drone, getting a fresh supply of those batteries, and then build a new landing pad right next to the space elevator after clearing out all the other garbage that I had set up earlier. Why didn't I just send these directly back to the main base by train? I have no idea. My past self must have had access to elder knowledge that I can no longer comprehend. And let's be honest here, watching Josh from Let's Game It Out build over-the-top, contrived, and just broken factory lines is half the reason any of us discovered this game in the first place. I know I did. So once again, thank you for watching, and be sure to give me a like and be sure to subscribe. Next time we deal with part number 3, the AI expansion server. And with this video out, I can finally get back to finishing this playthrough. Thank you once again, and have a great rest of your day.